Good morning, good morning, good morning, my beautiful blessings. So today we're back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing how I went from a loose natural to my now new lock journey. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this journey has definitely been a different experience, as it's very different from being a loose natural. But we're gonna get into everything and what I've been through with my hair, how I've dyed it, how I've cut it, how it's grown back, how I've damaged it, etc. So let's get into this video, y'all. Okay, so boom. Here we are, starting in the summer of 2018, right? So this picture right here is where my hair grew out a lot, okay? Like before then, I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure that it either got cut off from taking out braids, or it was damaged somehow. All I know is that I kept getting braids, I kept doing a lot of protective styles, and it grew to this length, right? So I'm looking like, ew, okay, my hair is growing. So now at this point, I'm straight plotting on my hair, okay? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do a length check. So I'm doing a length check, right? Not really realizing what's absolutely necessary, because for one, y'all, I had my flat irons on 400 degrees. Y'all, not to even freaking mention that I was trying so hard to get a feathered bang. So I went over my front bang at least 5 times on 400 degrees, y'all. And I get in my bag, I get in my groove. I'm like, okay, hair. So I finally got some inches, because I've been struggling with my hair for a long time, y'all. It's been crazy. So I'm like, okay, I got me some inches. Holla. And so my auntie got home, and she actually kind of gave me the look I was going for. So again, that's another time that the flat iron went over my head. Yes, at a lower heat, but at this point, you already know, right? So, you know, I get done with the flat iron. I put it back in a couple of styles, you know, do a little buns or whatever. And I'm like, all right, time to go back to the curls, get the curlies up or whatnot, so we can go ahead and put on this wig. And then boom. Y'all, I was so distraught, because y'all don't understand how long it took me to grow out my natural hair, right? I just really remember that I was wearing a lot of wigs so that my hair could grow underneath, because they were growing really fast when I had the wigs on. Well, now all that hard work is now gone, because the front of my head is damaged. But I see why though. So after this point, I spent a lot of time trying to wet my hair, get my curls back, do everything I need to do to try to get my curls back. So, you know, here's a couple clips of me in the shower trying to revive my curls that are kind of gone at this point. Okay, y'all, so now we moving into July. I found that I could use some type of custard product to help my curls come back in my little small bun. And that's just the month of July. So then we're moving into August, going back into the school year. I do believe this was my junior year at school. I dyed my hair for the first time. My sister actually dyed it. We dyed it like a copperish color, and by the time November and December came, my hair was all the way faded out. So I do believe I went back in and dyed it again, because now I had another head full of brownish hair. It was dyed but also still damaged, because these curls were Bantu knot curls. Those weren't my real natural curls. So later in March, I decided that I was going to chop my hair off. I wanted my hair to be healthy and natural again, and I finally had the courage to start over. So I told my mom to cut my ends, and she cut my ends and cut off the dead hairs, and I went back black so I could do more styles and add in hair if I wanted to. So this is how much it grew 4 months after cutting it. And then, as you can see, there's still strings there, meaning those parts of my hair are still damaged. So I was like, Mom, cut these parts off. I want to go completely natural. So she cut those parts off, and this is what it looked like 3 months after getting those strings trimmed off. So 5 months later, rolling into next year, my hair grew a lot. I mean, it grew tremendously, right? And in the month of April, you cannot tell me nothing. Like, I was doing so many styles, so many twist outs, braid outs, etc., etc. Heck, I even started doing wax colors. So I did pink, purple, red, blue. So now we're getting into the month of July. And in July, as you can see here, my hair was black. However, I then decided to dye it blonde. So my bestie at the time, she helped me dye my hair blonde. And we did a little test strand or whatnot. I was like, okay, color cute, let's go ahead and get this whole thing done. So halfway, boom, this is what it looked like, and then this was the final result. And I wore that blonde, I think I wore it all the way out, but I did end up dyeing over it again. So, and I'm gonna put in some clips from August. So I still had the blonde in August, so here's a couple of clips. So I know y'all can tell how in these pictures, which is in the same month, my hair looks a completely different color. How? I do not know, because I did not dye it. In fact, I do dye it, but it was never before this point. So this was the same color. And then here in September, it looked like it lightened up a bit. And I mean, it could have been because my hair was wet. I really don't know. But these are clips from September. So getting towards the end of the month, I went ahead and dyed my hair a burgundy red because I never did it before. So this is kind of what the process looked like. And I was really feeling it actually. For a great while, I really do think that color lasted, but it eventually started to fade out into the copper I then had. And time October came, my hair was copper enough for me to, add in copper color hair. So my red had faded completely out. But I was like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna just stick with the copper. And I started to let the copper grow out. So this is February 2021. So, all the way into next year, you can see a little bit of growth at the top. And then the more time go on, you'll see that it'll start to, grow more, get more new growth and everything like that. So August, I went back black, as you can see here, but that didn't last for long at all, because turn around next month, my sister dyed my hair. But before I get into that, right, I want y'all to see that this is the picture I took before I got my hair dyed. You can clearly see in the sun that my hair was not black, and I dyed it black. And I really be feeling like the dyes I be using just be washing off my hair, even as permanent dye, because why was my hair still brown? And I think that's part of the reason why my dye today does the same thing, but I'll further explain. So we bleached it, and we ended up dyeing it a fiery copper color. I also did clearly get my ends trimmed, and I felt bald again. I really felt bald again because my hair was trimmed, but it was definitely necessary. And I did let that color grow out for a little while, as you can see here. And then after that, I went back black. For real, y'all. I don't know why, but I just went back black. And here we are, locked up in June. It was at the end of the month after my birthday, because I said I wanted to lock my hair after my birthday. This is when my sister, first started my locks. So after we got done, maybe like a couple days after, I took this video, just so I can get some memories. And then by July, I took this video. This was actually on the 4th. I was wearing a wig that day. I just took my wig off when I got home, okay? And so these are just videos and pictures of that whole July month. Look at all that new growth, guys. It was crazy. Yep, and I started off in the coils. I wanted to do 2-strand twists, but my sister said the coils would be better, and indeed they did lock pretty quick because this is August. That was my first retwist. This was September. I had did my own retwist. Did a cute little quick style or whatnot. And then this was October. You can tell it's thickened up a lot and it's getting shorter because it's thickening and locking. And then boom, here we are in November. I bleached my hair, and if you guys want to see that video, definitely click the link down below in the description. You can definitely go check that video out and see how I got my hair from this crazy looking bleached color to this beautiful copper color, which is no longer, because like I said in the beginning, y'all, for some reason these colors keep fading out my hair. I don't know if it's because I rinse my hair a lot or I spray it a lot. I don't know what it is, but the colors don't be lasting. However, let's just appreciate the journey we're at. It definitely has not been easy. You know, sometimes I do miss my loose natural hair. Sometimes I don't feel as confident in my locks. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm like, girl, I love the way your locks look today. Like, you can rock this out till they drop, you know, down to your shoulders. Like, you can do this. But you know, there are some days where I'm like, dang, like, should I really just take my hair out and just wear it like a loose natural again? But I am going to thug it out, and I'm gonna at least give it a year and see how I like it. You know, it is a new journey, and I'm willing to take myself on this journey. And I mean, to be real, there was also problems with being a loose natural. Sometimes I just don't know how to style my hair, and I feel like styling my hair can become redundant, so I resort to getting braids and wigs and things like that. So it's pros and cons with both, honestly. Like, I legitimately have nothing to lose. If I don't like the locks, all I have to do is comb them out. It's that simple. But I think I'm gonna really give it a year and see where it takes me. Anyway, if you stayed to the end, guys, I so appreciate you just taking this journey with me to see how far I've come in the last 4 years, and you know, see where I go from here. I love you so much, beautiful blessings, and you have a beautiful day. Love you. Bye.